Hi everyone. Hopefully you have been checking out the website. I've put a lot of new stuff up lately. I have a bunch of used books that I got in from England, and I restocked some books. And what else did I get? Oh, I restocked some stuff from Japan. So I've got all the good stuff again. And then I, in fact, sold enough stuff that I now have put another order in for Japan, because I'm very low on a lot of my Sashiko stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I restock all the Sashiko things as well. But I thought today we would talk a little bit about socks, because I didn't quite get my Saki talk in for October. I know it's November, but oh well. So I went ahead and I finished a little sock for Ina, one, and I have cast on the second one. So I thought that I would talk a little bit about that process. For Ina's socks, what I did was I first determined my stitches per inch, and then I looked at how big her foot was and how long her foot was, and then I added a little bit to it because I want these socks to fit for a while. So they're going to be a little bit loose going into winter, but hopefully they will fit well towards spring, and then maybe she'll still fit in them for a little while next fall. I don't know. Her feet are growing really fast right now, so they may not fit. But I like making socks, and they didn't take me too long, especially because I did the little shorty cuff. So for this pair, I cast on 46 stitches. I had to think a moment. And then I just did knit one, purl one, ribbing. I did top down because that's how I like to knit. It's a personal thing. You don't have to knit that way. And then I made a little slipped stitch heel. So this is the slipped stitch heel area. And then I turned my stitches and did little short rows, because that's how you turn a heel. And then you pick up stitches here along each side. And right there. So you pick up stitches there. And then this is your gusset area. So to put your gusset in, then you have to decrease away all of the extra stitches that you've picked up along that heel flap. And then eventually, and you can see where my decreases run out here, you return to knitting in the round pretty much on the same number of stitches you had before, which was 46. And then I just sort of knit it flat and did a very traditional square toe. And then I Kitchener stitched my tiny little Kitchener stitch area right there. And then wove my ends in so that I can trim these before I give them a little wash. And this is superwash yarn. In fact, I think it's actually something from Pearly Shell that I had left over. Yes, it is. So it's superwash merino and alpaca and nylon. So it's very lovely stuff. So the alpaca adds a little bit of softness and the nylon adds a little bit of strength. So that's something to think about when you're making socks. It is a 3-ply, I believe. Yeah, it's a 3-ply. So it has a nice round yarn. Really, I mean, you need at least 3 plies to get kind of the roundness for, I think, for a sock yarn. You can use a 2-ply yarn, but I think 3 plies are going to wear better. And that's because you have less friction that's going to be applied to each ply individually. So it spreads out that friction more so they last longer. But again, I don't expect these to get holes. I don't think Ina's going to wear them for that long. But maybe I can pass them down to somebody else. So there we go. One little sock. And then, to prevent second sock syndrome, as soon as I finished that sock and did my Kitchener stitch, I went ahead and cast on for my cuff on my second sock so that I was ready to go. And I just did just enough, so I don't know. Let me count here. 5 rows. I did 5 rows just to have a little something to be able to fold together. And because I like to use double points, I tend to fold my double points together to store them in my bag. So to do that, I fold it in half, and then I fold it in half again, and then I take my extra needle and I just push it through so that holds my little package together, and that way all my stitches stay where they're supposed to, and hopefully my needles don't pop off inside of my bag. You can, of course, get, there's little like stitch keepers that you can put on the ends of your needles. Perfectly valid if you want to do that. I've had good luck with this, so this is what I tend to do. So anyway, now that I've made my first sock, my goal has to be to make my second sock the same. which is an advantage to doing 2 socks at a time over, knitting each sock individually. But I take very good notes. So what I do is I just take very good notes on how many rows I have in my cuff, how many rows I have in my heel. I take notes about, for example, on my heel turn, I know that on the very last set of decreases that I did not have the extra knit stitch and the extra purl stitch on the last set. So, oh no, last knit stitch, because last knit stitch on each side is how I should say that. So that was fine. I just don't try to work that one. I work my decrease without that stitch beyond it, and I just made a note that I didn't have that so that I know when I make this second sock, oh, that's normal, just in case I don't get this done. This is such a little thing. I'm trying to get these done pretty quick. But who knows? I get interrupted all the time. I'm trying to finish a chunky sweater too. I started it last year, started designing it last year, and I still have not managed to finish it. So that's on my radar. Tina has a knit along going on right now with the Rosita. So if you are interested in knitting lace, she is doing a knit along with the Rosita shawl, which I designed. It's made in our Portland Community College yarn, which is a yarn that is made from the fleece of the flock that the vet techs use to practice with at the Portland Community College in Oregon. I don't remember if it's in Hillsboro or if it's in Beaverton. Well, it's close to Hillsboro. Anyway. Lovely yarn though. It's a weird combination of lambs and rams. So it's Columbia, let's see. PCC was Columbia, Cordell, Rambouillet, and then Jacob and Navajo Churro for the natural color. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to go look at the website now. It's been so long since I've had to list them all off. I've just called it the PCC yarn. It's a really weird mix of breeds, but it's a beautiful sort of squishy, scrunchy, springy, but blocks really nicely yarn. It wears well. It's just a really nice yarn. It's a really nice yarn. So anyway, we have kits for that if you're interested, or if you want to knit it in your own yarn, we have the pattern available as well on the website. So you can just go visit www.atwistedpico.com to see that. And again, Tina's doing the knit along, so she's actually already put a video up about that, and you can join her and knit along on the Rosita. I know that Marilee really liked knitting it, as did Lisa. They were both in my class this summer, and they, I believe, both finished their shawls as well. So I'm very proud of them for doing that, because, you know, I like it when my students succeed. And maybe, maybe after Tina knits her own, she will give me back my white one, because I knit that big white one. And I have let her have it for years as a sample. So we'll see if I get it back or not. Oh, what else is going on? So Tina will be at Long Beach, Washington for a fiber event this weekend. That is up on the website in the event section already. I believe it's called the Columbia Pacific Fiber Festival. I'm not entirely sure. I will try to get an infographic up on our Facebook and Instagram pages so that if you're interested in going, you can attend. But Tina will be out there. I did ship her a little box of some goodies, so she will have a few things that have kind of come in out here to vend with, and then she'll have lots and lots of really good deals on some end of the line for us, still excellent quality yarns, some books, some patterns, needles, just things that as we have moved the shop along we may not be carrying any longer. So anyway, you can look forward to that too. What else is going on? I don't know. We're coming up on the end of the year. I had my birthday at the Ozark Fiber Fling. We had a fabulous time out there. I had lovely students, as always, and really enjoyed spending time with Lauren for my birthday. So that was fun. Ina's birthday is coming up at the end of the month. She'll be 5. So we're trying to decide what exactly we want to do for her. And yeah, we're making plans to batten down the hatches for winter. I've already started that in the garden, and I got to get the chickens ready, and then I've got to stay on top of cleaning the duck house and bunny barn. I have tons of baby bunnies in the barn right now. I still have 2 cages I need to power wash, I believe. So we had a kind of rare, really warm, I think it was 78 degrees today, day in Missouri. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to come outside, take my little video, and have sort of a chat and share with you the socks that I'm working on. And now I've had a little bit of time to knit on my socks while I hung out with you guys. So this has been fun. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you are working on something too. Oh, I know I just want to be quiet and work on my little sock now. But I have things I need to get done. Like making sure that I get all the new products up on the website for you guys. So I am going to sign off for now. I will see you again very soon. Please take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and craftually. And make sure that you have liked and subscribed to our channel for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I have to put up more TikTok videos, I know. And make sure that you've joined our newsletter, and that way you'll be kind of following along with all the fun stuff that we do. And don't forget to go check out www.atwistedpico.com. I have put up so many fun new things, and I have a lot of restocks that have gone up. And if there's something that you really like that's not in stock, don't forget you can put it on the wait list so that I know to order it in for you. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.